Now ETN to start the drive. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Room here to run. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're hoping to do it consistently here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Colts had 2 and 2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now we see the first throw of the ball game, and he's got it complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Buchanan. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball. Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him. On second down, it's Pollard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Seven Pirates! Seven Pirates!
They'll look to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Buchanan. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Trap 50, trap 50. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let's go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. Harris. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard to about the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. 8 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. Harris. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's Harris on first down. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down. Operating from the gun, Harris finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll look to throw again. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
18, Pioneer. Warrior 70.
They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 21 yards there on third down. Pollard going to try the right side. And he's got some space here. And some good acceleration as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so up.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Tony Pollard with his fourth rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They go quickly here out to Moore. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Harris now looking to throw on 2nd down. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to have it here just past the 25.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. Steps away. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Foyesade and Lewican. And the Jaguars are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Another tote for Etienne.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through. And that will knot us up at 10.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. 1 second, all that remains. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From the 6.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Now this throw caught left side. A big play there for Indy. 61 yards. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour. They hand off to their big tight end. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Pollard is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. He's giving him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Open man right side is Ingram. Then he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Off play action. Harris. And this is going to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Tight, 19 tight. Come 19, come 19. 19 light. 65, Jack, 65.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
This is taken around the 12. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. to throw. Harris. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Fielded just inside the 20. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game. And there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Seven Pirates.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Trap 60. 18 left.
They'll set up to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Check contact.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Elliott is good. And they double him stop here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Harris.
And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw is Harris. Off play action. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Off the play fake. Harris.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner.
Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The field goal we just saw has us now at a one-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot a bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Pollard again. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
155 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a give here to Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Harris. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Harris to throw on 3rd down. Gets this to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Back to throw again. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Harris off the play fake. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but